Begin. As I mentioned, tickets will go on sale for our fight August 5th tomorrow, Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. The tickets are very reasonably priced, starting at $30 and going up to $130. And that is a great venue. It's not too big, not too small, so you want to make sure to jump on and get your tickets tomorrow. They can be purchased at the MicrosoftTheater.com website, AXS.com by phone, or at the Staples Center box office. So plenty of ways for you to buy tickets. You won't want to miss this event. If you cannot make it down to LA to the Microsoft Theater, it will be broadcast live on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and streaming live on the ESPN app. So before we get to some questions here with the fighters, I'd like to introduce Top Rank founder and CEO Bob Arum to share a few words about this great event here in LA. Bob?
Thank you very much, Christine. What you're seeing here is the start of a new era in the sport of boxing. We're going to be bringing to you in the weeks and months to come the best boxing in the world, free on ESPN for all of the people in the United States. Boxing has been a niche sport for too long. I've been around for a long time. In the 70s and 80s, boxing was a major sport, not only in the United States, but the rest of the world. It was a sport that got the same or as good coverage as professional and college football, baseball and basketball. Recently, that hasn't been the case. With the help of ESPN, showcasing these great fighters, we will bring boxing back to the mainstream, and boxing will once again be a major sport. You saw on July 1st here the telecast on ESPN of the Manny Pacquiao-Jeff Horn welterweight championship fight. You heard about the tremendous audience that we had. Well, it's only the start. And Lomachenko, Marriaga, and Beltran and Vasquez will bring tremendous action on August 5 to the public all over the United States and all over the world. And we at Top Rank are really proud to be part of this tremendous venture.
Thank you, Bob. We're going to get started with some questions for our guys here on our championship event. Again, it's August 5th at the Microsoft Theater, opening the bout on ESPN that Saturday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, is Ray Beltran. Ray, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm very excited, to be part of this top ranking program, and also very happy to be at the other part of Loma Marriaga, great champions. Just can't wait, can't wait to go and put on a good show.
You speak quietly, but you hit really, really hard. I'm gonna have you speak up just a little bit more. But your last 5 fights, winning by KO, spectacular knockout in your last fight against Jonathan Maicello in New York, a contender for knockout of the year. Talk a little bit about that performance and that knockout there in the second round. It was spectacular.
Well, I think when we saw his styles, when he fights his previous fights, he had a very accurate style. We knew that was going to happen. But I think it was when the fight night, in the moment, it was way more accurate than I expected. It was kind of hard to. I was just thinking about get my distance, get my timing, and when I started putting hands on him, I felt that it was fitting my shots. It was a matter of time to take him out. It was a little bit accurate, the way he was fighting all over the place. But honestly, I was very confident it was a matter of time, maybe 2 or 3 rounds, And at the same time, I see a lot of openings, to get him with a hook. And we saw like that shot in the training camp. And thank God it came out perfect,
And it did, and now you're fighting on ESPN in front of millions of people that will be watching in a place, probably LA is like maybe your second home because you spend so much time here having trained at the Wild Card, being a sparring partner of Manny Pacquiao's for many years. But quickly the shift, I think, happened. We talked about this in the fighter meetings where you go from contender to world champion. You're ready for that moment. You carry a lot into the ring on your shoulders in terms of not only wanting to become a world champion, but your citizenship. So there's a lot on the line to win this fight against Brian Vasquez, correct?
Yeah, it's always a lot on the line. I think to me, every fight is very important. Every fight is a big step. It don't matter how it's for a title or not. But I think for a fighter, it's very important to win every single fight. Different times, different motivations, you know. But definitely this time I'm feeling great, and I know, you know, winning this fight is gonna secure my opportunity to get my green card, you know. And I'm working for that because I'm doing it for my family.
All right, we're looking forward to it on August 5th. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you very much, and thank everybody to assist, and thank you, Mr. Bob, you know, for putting on the great shows, you know, and I can't wait. See you guys soon, August 5th.
All right, that's Ray Beltran, everyone. He's going against Brian Vasquez in our opening bout, August 5th at the Microsoft Theater. Let's tune now over to our main event here. The gentleman to my right, Miguel Marriaga. Miguel, you're coming off 2 opportunities now to have fought for a world title. Here you are at your 3rd time, your 3rd opportunity to have a chance to capture a world championship against Vasily Lomachenko. What does it mean to you to get this opportunity, considering fighters dream their whole life for 1 shot, now you're getting your 3rd?
¿Qué significa para ti esta oportunidad titular, ya que esta es tu 3ª oportunidad peleando por un título?
Bueno, primero que todo, agradecerle a todas las personas presentes.
First of all, I want to thank everyone present at the press.
Para mí es una gran oportunidad, nuevamente con un boxeador como Lomachenko.
It's a great opportunity for me against a great fighter like Lomachenko.
Agradecerle a la Top Rank y a ESPN,
I want to thank Top Rank and ESPN
a Bob Arum por darme la oportunidad nuevamente de pelear el título mundial.
and Bob Arum for giving me the opportunity to fight once again for a world title.
Creo que aquí estamos, aquí vamos a dar la pelea, vamos a pelear y bueno, agradecerle a todos por esta nueva oportunidad.
We're here and we're coming to fight. I'm just thankful for the opportunity of fighting for the world title once again.
How did your fights against Nicholas Walters and your tough fight against Oscar Valdez help to prepare you for this moment?
¿Cómo las peleas duras que tuviste contra Nicholas Walters y Oscar Valdez te preparan para enfrentar a alguien como Lomachenko?
Sí, como siempre nos preparamos para cada pelea y bueno, para la pelea de Nicholas Walters y Oscar Valdez me preparé muy bien como la preparación que he tenido para la pelea con Lomachenko.
I always prepare and ready to fight. I did it for Walters, I did it for Valdez, and I'm going to be ready to fight Lomachenko.
So many people have avoided the opportunity to fight Lomachenko, and not only did you accept the opportunity, but you're moving up from 126 to 130 to fight Lomachenko. Why was the decision a no-brainer for you?
Porque piensas que la decisión de pelear con Lomachenko fue una que tuviste que tomar, aún así cuando hay peleadores que no se atreven a subir al ring con él.
No, nosotros somos boxeadores, creo que escogimos el boxeo para pelear. Creo que son oportunidades muy buenas que nos presentan y bueno, qué gran oportunidad esta de pelear con Lomachenko.
We're in boxing to fight, and this is a great opportunity, you know, to fight one of the best in Lomachenko.
All right, thank you, Miguel, appreciate it. All right, moving on now to Vasily Lomachenko, the 2-division world champion, and many believe he is in the top 5. Some have him, they're very top pound-for-pound fighter. I know you will not say where you rank, but anywho, we'll get to the formalities now. Your 3rd title defense against Miguel Marriaga, you told me before you study every opponent. You want to know every move that they make. What have you seen in watching Miguel Marriaga?
Я очень рад выйти снова в ринг, я не могу дождаться 5 августа. Я снова хочу продемонстрировать то, что я умею лучше всего делать в ринге. И это следующая ступень на пути к званию лучшего боксера мира вне зависимости от весовой категории.
I'm waiting to get in the ring on August 5th. I'm waiting to get in the ring on August 5th. I can't wait to show and to step back in the ring and to fight Marriaga, just to show what they can do best in the ring. And would be my next step to be the best fighter.
You just fought in April against Jason Sills, and now you're back in the ring in August. Are you happy to be fighting this quickly after your last fight? Because, like everyone said, fighters want to fight, and now you're getting another opportunity, and maybe another one at the end of the year. How happy are you to be getting back into the ring so soon?
Я готов боксировать каждые 2 месяца. Если мне компания Турбан сможет устроить это, я готов это делать каждые 2 месяца.
I'm ready to fight every 2 months. My promoter, Top Rank, can put me in the ring every 2 months. I'm ready to do that.
What do you think about that, Bob? Every 2 months?
Well, I don't know about every 2 months, but I have never seen any fighter with the skill set that Vasyl Lomachenko has. And so the more we can show the public that skill set, the better. I mean, it is a real treat, anybody who knows anything about boxing, to see Vasyl Lomachenko fight. So I don't know about 6 times a year, but certainly 4 times should be the minimum.
Well, and speaking of everyone getting a chance to see your fight, your thoughts on your debut on ESPN?
What?
For Vasily, his thoughts on fighting on ESPN and the millions that will be able to watch him.
Я думаю, что очень много людей увидят и узнают для себя нового боксера, как Василия Ломаченко.
I think many people around the world are going to be chance to see and to know a fighter by name Vasyl Lomachenko.
I'm sure a lot of them already do. You've been quite active on your social media, having some fun, gaining more fans. Lastly, you're fighting in LA for the first time in 3 years. How excited are you to be back close to home where you train, not home Ukraine, but home in Southern California, to put on a show for the fans here?
Я рад снова вернуться, в принципе, во второй свой дом, это в Калифорнии, в Камарило, где я готовлюсь ко всем своим поединкам. У нас, как всегда, проходит отличный лагерь, всегда все на высшем уровне, и я готов показывать, я еще раз повторюсь, я готов показывать свой лучший бокс.
I'm very happy to be back in, as I can already call, my second house. I prepare here next Lake Camarillo. We have a very good preparation set up, and I'm going to repeat again. I'm ready to show best what I can do in boxing.
All right, a little bit of breaking news. You will be featured as our next fighter in our Top Rank compelling series of camp life. The fans will get a chance to see what training camp is like for you. So what can we expect when we pay a visit to Camarillo and to Oxnard with our camp life crew? What can we expect from Team Lomachenko there in training camp?
Я постараюсь показать новые вещи, которые люди еще не видели, и вы сможете первые их увидеть, и первые увидите их очень близко.
I'm going to try to show things like people never seen in training, and you will be very first ones to see it and to show it to people around the world.
All right, we're really excited about that. Get to see some of Lomachenko's family. I know training techniques. Everybody that I asked on social media, like, who is the next fighter you want to see on Camp Life? They voted for you, so they're very excited for that. So, Bob, any last words that you'd like to say to kind of get this wrapped up before we turn it over and ask the media if they have any questions?
No, just the tickets are going on sale the end of the week.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And really, the pre-orders have been tremendous. So there's not that many tickets left. We know we'll have a sellout for August 5. And I think on Friday in Nebraska, the tickets for the Crawford and Dongo fight go on sale. And they're looking for at least 15,000 people at the arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, the home of the Cornhuskers, on August 19th.
All right, thank you, Bob. Again, tickets go on sale tomorrow. You can check the MicrosoftTheater.com, AXS.com, the Staples Center box office, or order by phone. Tickets starting at $30, priced all the way to $130, so very reasonable price to see an all-action-packed championship event from the Microsoft Theater. I'm going to turn it over now. We have Seattle here has a microphone. If anybody would like to ask a question of Bob or anybody up here at the panel, just raise your hand and Seattle will get the mic to you.
Thank you. This question is for Vasily. They were trying to figure out a fight with Orlando Salido. Having that fight not been done, did this affect in any way your training for Miguel Marriaga?
Подготовка абсолютно на это не повлияло. Единственное, что, конечно, я настраивался на бой с Солидо сразу же после боя с Соса. Я думал, что у меня будет бой с Солидо. Я готовился к нему, но никто не знает, что будет завтра. Поэтому это бокс. Нам без разницы, с кем боксировать и доказывать, кто лучше.
It didn't change anything in my preparation. I was, of course, preparing for Salido. And then opponent was changed. It really didn't matter much. We are boxers, we are fighters, and we fight whatever who comes in front of us.
Anybody have a question? Anybody? Okay, the fighters will be available to someone. You have a question here? Sure.
Vasil, how important is beating Salido to you, or does it not matter?
Он мне важен сейчас, он мне важен, наверное, следующий еще год. Если в течение года с ним не договорятся, я больше с ним не хочу вести переговоров и встречаться дальше, потому как все будут говорить, что я побил старого человека.
He is interesting right now at this moment, maybe for another year, and after that, if the people not gonna agree to fight with me, he's not gonna be interesting because everybody will say Lomachenko beat an old man.
This one back there, Seattle, over here, and then back there.
Miguel, ¿cuál es la presión que sientes por pelear con Lomachenko, ya que la mayoría de la gente piensa que él va a ganar?
Question is, do you feel any pressure in fighting Lomachenko because you're on the underdog in this fight?
No, pues sí, es normal, ¿no? De pronto sea él el favorito, ahorita que viene siendo de campeón. Pero bueno, nosotros estamos preparados, venimos a pelear, venimos a la guerra y Dios permita que todo nos salga bien para ganar.
It's normal for me to be the underdog, but I'm a fighter, I'm coming to fight, and I'm ready to give him a war.
In the back there.
Bob, this question for Bob. Bob, describe Lomachenko's character. What type of character man is he? And then maybe something underrated in his game.
This young man, Vasily Lomachenko, is the example of what a professional should be. He is serious. He knows that boxing, which is a sport, is also a job, and he pays attention to that job. And that's one of the reasons he's as good as he is.
Anyone else have a question? Okay, I believe the fighters will be available for one-on-ones after we pose the fighters and take some photos. Again, thank you all for coming. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, and it will be live on ESPN Deportes, and streaming on ESPN at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, August 5th.
Loma, you guys can move over this way, please? Hold up. Guys, come forward, Jeff. Right there, perfect. There you go. You guys ready? Straight forward, everybody, please. Okay, let's get the knockouts out. Lee? Knockouts, thank you. Thank you. 3 fighters. 3 fighters in the middle? Right in the middle. Thanks, Loma. Okay, Ray, thank you. Ray, thank you. Ray, thank you. Yep. Okay, Miguel? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Вот столько yesterday. Ну что было yesterday?
Turn to the front. This. You good? I'm good. You okay? You good? Just stay with it. Talk to the waiters.